So it is currently the 25th of November. I'm going to adjust my mic gain a little bit here looking at that. Which means that the DLC releases in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks in one day. So 15 days. I forgot to pause the playlist. Stop. I love these remixes, but like, stop. So I kind of gotta haul ass a little bit with this game, as I've discussed before. So one of the things that I did finally get around to doing between sessions was I actually did get the Delphoxite or whatever the heck it's called. I might actually adjust the game back to where it was before. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Something like this. And I would have thought like, okay, I probably need to grind this for a little while. You have to reach rank S, which is a lot better than the rank K or whatever it was for the Greninjite in season 1, and you only need rank Y in this season for Greninjite. They decided to kind of like pity players there, or something or other, and I think we're probably now into season 3. I don't know. But I thought it might have taken me a little while to get the Delphoxite, like a decent bit of playing on my own time. So I played the online battles while I was in the middle of processing, making apple juice from a whole bunch of like apple scraps that I had. And I figured, while I'm close to the stove and just, kind of supervising this and making sure everything's a-okay, let's just, pull up my Switch 2 in handheld mode and just work away at this. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of battles to get up to the right rank, right? I did 2. I did it in 2. Where, there's a lot more powerful Pokemon in play now that Pokemon like Xerneas and Yveltal are allowed online. But, I don't know, it seemed like the skill wasn't quite the same with my opponents as last season. I don't know, I was kind of stomping people a little bit. So, like, here we are at, like, the end of this one. I saved this as a clip. You can see I'm at 6. All of them are at 1. I just run in there with a Stone Edge. Kill all of them. They're all still at 1, and I'm at 9. So, yeah, that was the final score on that one there. So, within one game, that's what I got. And then, I was taking some photos of the duality of profile pictures there. I thought was kind of funny. And then in the second battle that I did, it shot me all the way up to rank Q. Because I got 11 points in the second one. So the first one I got 9 KOs, and then the second one I got 11 with oh yeah, that was a duality of profile pictures and just the other scores. 11 versus 1, 2, and 4. So also I think I might have accidentally what the frick, whatever, I'm not playing online. I might have spoiled something that happens to the tower just by nature of playing online there, which is like, I guess what you gonna do? I don't know. Hello, Lower Door Master. How's it going today? So I only did 2 battles. That was it. Like, I was surprised just because, like, Alma really carried me here and really ended up just, like, curb stomping at players online. So I was really quite surprised about that. But yeah, I did it. I got the thing. Where's the right menu button? Yeah, I got the thing. I got the Mega Stone, so we have that now. And all it took was 2 battles. So I wasn't expecting that. How trash is this? What, the game in general? It's a little bit different. There's a little bit of fun in the sense of it being different. But I mean, if you want like an engaging, real-time game to play, then just play something like Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know why you choose this over that. A little bit of franticness with the battles that, keep you on your toes a little bit. But, it is just kind of the same thing over and over again. Like, again, at least it's something different than, like, the regular Pokemon formula. But, it doesn't really seem like there's a massive ton of depth in the battles. Or maybe I'm just not good enough, and maybe I don't know enough about it. I mean, speaking as the 2-battle online pro, I guess, it feels kind of easy. I don't know. The story, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what the hell is going on in the story right now. What is the next story beat that we're doing? So we just sorted out our debt to the mob, and now we're, I don't know, man. We're doing something. Oh, we got invited to the Elite Battle Society to do something. Oh, we have to go change clothes so that we can go to the Super Elite Battle Society we were invited to. Ooh, this plot is very unhinged, like one story, like completely separate story beats, one jumping to another. This is what we're doing right now. But I do have to admit, the story I actually have been finding a bit entertaining, even if I have no idea what the hell is going on most of the time. Because, like a lot of other recent Pokemon games, the story is very much unhinged lunacy, but this game is at least self-aware, like, unhinged lunacy. So it's kind of a parody of itself. Like, it's so blown over the top with some of the ridiculousness that it is actually kind of entertaining. So I think I am more entertained by this story than I have been by a mainline Pokemon story in a long time, you know? So, there's that. So, I mean, like, Legends Arceus story? What story? Freaking Volo got mad and wanted to destroy the world for reasons we will never know after you got isekai to this world, and then the people that you were working with are like, oh, you were isekai to this time period and there's weird stuff going on, I guess you're to blame, or what the heck was going on there? And then they were like fighting you and stuff, and just, you know, like, that is absolute unhinged lunacy that doesn't tie together in any sensical way, where everybody is constantly making dumb, nonsensical decisions. And that's what's going on in this story as well, but this story does it in a self-aware way, you know? I guess that's more talking about, like, the themes rather than, like, the actual direct plot itself, which I guess you could argue go hand in hand, but that there. Here we are, Boutique Couture, however the heck you pronounce that. Also, with 3D printing another dragon. The one that I was 3D printing before, I forget whether I was going, I think I was doing this white, blue, white one, is what finished printing after the last time, which, it's a little hard to see with the light right there. Wow. Little winter dragon. A little snowflake tail, and that so breaks the track in my camera. I've since done another one that's blue, white, blue. You can't. I'm a back R3D here. The Legends Arceus story is actually good if you know the in-depth details of Pokemon lore, but you shouldn't have to know, like, the nitty-gritty lore to be able to appreciate the story. Like, I don't want to be playing Bravely Default 2 out here. Anyway, yeah, that. These guys. Snowflake tails and stuff. So that's what finished 3D printing last time. And now, we're 3D printing a water dragon that's also probably not going to finish during the stream. But anyway, I don't want my games to be like Bravely Default 2, where it's like, hey, there's some stuff to enjoy about the story if you take the time to freaking research everything like it's some university project or something like that. You know? So, when it comes to, like, the real overarching story of Legends Arceus, or Legends Arceus if you want to be more accurate, I don't know it. I can't talk about it. I genuinely don't know it. I know the story as a casual player, and as a casual player, I was like, what the hell just even happened? What they sell here would certainly suit a society of battle connoisseurs affair. Also, I'm gonna change inputs here really quickly and kind of show. Here, go to this layout. This is what I had in mind for this dragon, just to get an idea of what this will roughly look like. This is the idea I had in mind. So I'll have to do, like, some color change at some points. So I plotted this out at first, thinking, like, a black to dark blue to light blue. But then I was looking through my filaments, and I found a tricolor black, purple, and blue. So I'm doing that for the bottom, this cool tricolor thing. And then I'll probably do a dark blue and then a light blue. And maybe it'll come out looking really cool. I don't know. It's a little bit of an experiment there, so we'll see what it ends up looking like there. But yeah, that's what's going on here. In case you're wondering why I'm Googling Sawsbuck, it's because of another 3D printing project going on the side here, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, let's see here. Now, the game properly. So yeah, now you're caught up. Now you know what the heck is going on over there. And I would have turned down the lights, but it's too late now. Now that the print is going, I can't turn down the lights. That's kind of one of the issues of my printer. It's something that I've never really bothered to fix because it's not something that impedes its printing ability. So I just kind of leave it as is. That's what I do. I'm also going to adjust the volume very slightly here in OBS. Also, I'm cutting this extremely close when it comes to keeping a part of the series going up each day over on YouTube. I think I just ran out of parts today as I'm streaming this, so I gotta cut this up into parts tonight and, like, get all the metadata and stuff like that set up for at least a part tomorrow morning, and then do the rest, like, tomorrow afternoon. So, or tomorrow evening, I guess. So, yeah. They'll certainly suit a Society of Battle Connoisseurs affair, but they'll have price tags to match, and they don't sell to just anybody. Well, I'm pleased to hear you admire the pieces I've designed. Who are you? You look like you'd be one of the concierges in Pokemon Duel. If anybody but me played that game. Since you asked, my name is Asami. I'm a fashion designer. Do you know what I've always thought? People are free to pick out whatever clothes they wish to wear, but wouldn't it be grand if clothes were free to pick out the person who wears them? You know, you had me in the first half, not gonna lie. The second half, I don't know about that one, Chief. Though I doubt such musings would be well received by any customer or boutique. Actually, I wonder if you might do me a favor. Help me fulfill my dream of picking out people worthy of wearing my designs. Do this, and the outfits are yours, free of charge. Ah, thank you, Pokemon plot. What if I want to wear the thing that's, like, in the display right behind me so that I can truly look like, Oh, God, why am I blanking on his name? I played the game. Freaking Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. My God. Any other day, I would have remembered that a lot easier. I don't know why I struggled to remember it this time. Had to prove yourself worthy. Actually, a great game. You must have a Pokemon battle with me. Of course, it's the rule in these games. Initiate Smile Protocol. There's one extra condition. You must secure your victory with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. That is the sort of trendy avant-garde Pokemon battle I wish to see. Seriously? This is such a pain. I know, right? Firmly agreed, but we came here with a mission. We've got to find good clothes or face Alita's ire. That would also be kind of a pain. Time for you to shine, Floridance. I keep on forgetting that's my name there. Hello, Nurex. Scarlet and Violet has this issue as well with the time travel stuff because due to some bad wording, Paradox Pokemon only makes sense if you know the lore. Yeah, and I don't really. I think someone explained it to me at one point and then I probably forgot. But you need to watch every episode of the anime, every book, including the ones that are just the anime but in book form. I read every dev's tweet or you're not a real fan and don't deserve to understand the story. That's right. And that Paradox Pokemon are from alternate times and not the main one. Oh yeah, I think you were probably the one that told me about that. So like, I have that general idea in the back of my head, but it still doesn't fix the story to me. Like, maybe if you know like the whole picture, maybe it's better, but you know, as a casual player, I just think that Scarlet and Violet is a crazy mess of a plot there. Pokemon Duel, the fact that people still remember that game makes me smile. I'm always disappointed that they didn't finish the main story plotline of that game. Not because it was telling, like, an absolutely amazing, like, really want to get into a plotline. Like, it was good enough that it made me intrigued and want to know what would happen next. But because the music of it is friggin' amazing. Some of the boss battle themes, like Don Rogers' theme in Pokemon Duel, which is just a story boss in this freemium game. Oh my god, that's so good. Like, it's one of the first themes in my epic battle, like, playlist on YouTube for music to listen to there. It's so good. And the fact that there's, like, a Phase 2 more intense version of the theme, chef's kiss, you know? But yeah, you gotta go to France there. All this is to say that Pokemon needs to stop doing mascot horror approach to storytelling. Yeah, good old mascot horror approach. Yeah, it's good if you just look into everything and absolutely dissect it. You know, so you defeat my Florges with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. Simply winning is not enough. Let's do this. I have a new Mega Evolved Pokemon, so I guess I can showcase that. I haven't even tried it out yet, so there's surely nothing so vogue as a victory won with Mega Evolution. You are challenged by Asami, the Furasode girl. Hey, that's the same color as mine. I forgot I was set to Alma here, but like... Big bug, little flower. Here, let's showcase the new Mega. Is what we'll do here. Here, let's check it out. Oh, I guess because it's the first time I'm doing it, we get like the special animation here. Okay, maybe I turned up the game a little bit too much. I'm gonna turn it down to where I had it at before. Look at that! When I wrote the title card there of Flarida, the color scheme that I used was based off of the Mega form rather than the standard form. Like, that's what I was sampling colors from. Another, can you stack Fire Spin on top of Fire Spin? Is that 2 stacked? If you can do that, that might actually be kind of crazy. Alright. What a unique style you have. Yeah, I had to do a whole 2 battles online to get it. How incredibly stylish! You are truly an heir to the stylish sensibilities that once swept our fair city of Lumios. What? You received an assortment of couture clothing. I did? Would you like to try on your new outfit? I guess so. Oh my god. I keep the sunglasses. I forgot I had that black strand of hair there. My pieces look absolutely marvelous on you. Is there anything stopping me from, like, changing out of this? Like, for the main story quest? What about you there? Do you need anything? What? No thanks. This jacket's all the party attire I need. It belonged to my mom before she passed. Well, you can wear other things sometimes. Like, you know, one of my main go-to jackets that I wear used to be my Opa's before he passed, but, you know, I wear other things, and that sounds like the right choice for you. Thank you for a beautiful battle and such a stylish spectacle. I hope you'll keep boutique couture in mind for all your future fashion needs. For my part, I'll continue refining my designs. Lately, everyone's been talking about this mystery designer named Naveen, but I won't be outdone. It makes you wonder, did they do this whole elaborate go and do a battle to get clothes for free because they thought that this would, like, genuinely be good gameplay-wise? Or because they needed this to distract from the fact that you can't enter the fucking store? Any of these stores in this entire city, when this one city is the entire setting of the game. Anyway, well, how about that? Oh, indeed. I appreciate you getting us access to Boutique Couture's fine wares, Florence. Well, at least these ones. If only I could afford them. I suppose I'll head back and dive into some commission work. You have to fill me in later about the fashion styles favored by the crowd at the SBC Gala. Now that I think about it. Thinking about that? Let's head to Hotel Richisiwe, shall we? And for what it's worth, I'm sure you'll make a splash no matter what outfit you arrive in. Because it is possible that maybe they designed this whole thing just so that we have, like, this whole show going on out here. Because you can't enter the store. The store has, like, nothing. Do the trench coat set. Trench coat and pants set. Oh, I look like I'm ready to scalp some Pokemon cards. It's not that pricey. What if I went in with one of these? But yeah, let's see here. As a lore enthusiast of many franchises, this problem is huge in a lot of franchises. Yeah, I believe it there. Let's see here. What else have I missed here? She's been wearing that exact outfit forever. Yeah, just never changing the outfit. So, you know, I hope it gets washed at points. Yeah, to be honest, I probably want us to go into the stores, but couldn't due to the god-awful development cycle. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that feels like something that could have been shoehorned in there, where it's like, oh, we can't go in. Let's just have, like, the store owner come out and battle us and then give you something for free. That sounds good. I mean, it is also a little bit of a fail-safe in case the player can't afford anything in there. Just in case emergency backup, but, man, look at that single-color paint bucket fill river in the background there. Looking real good. So, also. Nope. No! Just regular start software. I'm just testing to see if it sounds like my sound effects are delayed. Stop! It's too dangerous! But I don't think they are. I think it's just the game that, you know, makes things seem like they're delayed. That seems in time. But when I go across icons here, it sounds like the sound effect for changing icons is slightly late, like a fraction of a second late. And it's throwing me off, making me think that my capture card's bugging out. Like, you'd think that'd be like a partial second sooner. But it's not my capture card. It's clearly a game thing. Oh, I don't want to update, man. You can see a lot of the damage the Pokemon development cycle did with the Terra Leak, especially X and Y. Especially X and Y. Was there a Terra Leak back in, like, 2012 or something like that you're referring to here? Or something or other? Man, look at this super filled with life world. With all these robots around. I mean, the recent one. Essentially releasing with half the planned content, basically. Oh, so you're saying that I didn't look enough into the Terra Leak stuff? I looked a little bit into it out of curiosity. But, you're saying that there was a lot of stuff that was revealed about, like, Pokemon X and Y's development cycle and how much stuff was cut because they pump these games out so dang fast. I kind of want to see if I can just... Well, oh my god, with these socks. Absolute fashion disaster now. Will they let me in, or do I need to actually be, using something specific there? Was I using these red ones before or something? Were these the socks I was always wearing? I don't have any other options. Maybe I didn't have any socks unlocked, and so it had everything off, remove? Is that what I was wearing before? I don't even remember. What? I'm trying to, like, save and quit. How do I save and quit? Changes will not be applied if you quit. Continue? Then how do I have to press plus to confirm? Sure, I guess. I don't know. X and Y were incredibly unfinished. Same with Diamond and Pearl. I know that, you know, games like Platinum kind of help patch that up a little bit. Their whole enhanced third versions because they release their games too dang fast. Genuinely, it's shocking Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black White 2, and Auras released as good as they are. Yeah, and there have definitely been lots of things that people have criticized about Auras, especially when it comes to potential cut content, like with there not being a battle frontier, which, you know, I get it there. But yeah, they have had quite the strict development cycles, and I've been really thinking about the amount of games that I play, like, especially in the recent cycle of, you know, there was Plants vs. Zombies Replanted that came out, and then immediately, what was the order that things came out? Let me look at my little playthrough archive, all the things that have been coming out there. So, I played Plants vs. Zombies Replanted, and then immediately after that, like, or a couple weeks after that, was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, and then just this last week, on Tuesday, there was a new SpongeBob game that released that I had no idea was coming out until I saw the trailer and I saw David Hasselhoff singing while playing mayonnaise as an instrument, and I was like, okay, I gotta play that game. And then last week, Thursday, Kirby Air Riders released, and then next week, Metroid Prime 4 and Elden Ring Night Rain releases, and then the week after that, the DLC for this unfinished game releases. So, there's so many things coming out, like, so frequently that, you know, when I had all the time, well, not all the time here, I was always working on, like, a lot of my own personal projects, but, you know, while I wasn't as busy working full-time, I had a lot of time to be on top of, like, doing video essays and playing all these different games coming out. I've talked about that earlier during this series, where it's like, yeah, my time isn't quite as plentiful as it once was. But the more that I'm thinking about that, the more that I'm thinking, from here on, I think I should probably just start playing the games that I actually just genuinely want to play because they look like something that I would enjoy with my limited free time here. No more of the filler games that are just pumped out on the side like Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment that I don't really care about, for example. You know, these games that would be part of like a greater series that I'm doing, or, you know, be a new release from Nintendo or something like that, so I want to showcase it on my channel. Just forget about that and just start playing the games that I want to play. Like, yeah, I was thinking about that, where it's like, would, like, new Pokemon releases count as that? I would count Pokemon Pocopia as that, because freaking screw the game keycards. I don't think I'm playing that game on this channel here. But as for, like, actual mainline games, if they're not on game keycards, I don't know, debatable. Like, we definitely have a good amount of laughs along the way, even if the games are kind of, you know, unfinished a lot of the time. Like, I think by the time that I'm through with this game, it's not like I'm gonna regret having played this or anything. There will have been lots of laughs along the way and some good fun that we've had, even if it's not in the way the devs expect. So, you know, I'd probably still do, like, mainline Pokemon stuff, but, you know, not doing, like, all the main release. I'm not gonna do Pokemon Pocopia, and just start, you know, just picking up the games that I want to play. And if there's like a whole bunch of new releases coming out on consoles that I own but none of them interest me, maybe I just don't buy any of them, and then I get caught up on like some already released games that I want to get caught up on, like finishing my Mario RPG series, for example. Maybe I finally get around to playing the Fallout games I've wanted to do on this channel for a while, or even just playing Fallout New Vegas on its own, like that. I've wanted to do that for a while. Seriously, they should give Game Freak time to just make an absolutely fuck-ass huge Pokemon game with no assigned release date. Yeah, for sure. Like, I agree with that. And I'm just thinking, like, I should really start taking more time to play games that actually have, like, thorough development cycles and are actually higher quality games, and less of these just, you know, pumped out, move on to the next thing, forget about it for quick buck kind of games. Like, really be trying to get more bang for my buck if my time is being more limited, and just play, like, actual higher quality games. Is what I've been thinking there. Auras didn't seem that good from the stuff I've seen from it. Only thing people generally seem to like was the post-game content. I don't know about that. Auras is amazing. I don't get the hate. Yeah, play what you want to. Yeah, I'm thinking that I'm gonna end up doing that more and more there. But yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't really follow a lot of stuff online about what people were saying about Auras. I saw a lot of people criticizing, like, the lack of Battle Frontier. I had fun with Auras. My friendos had fun with Auras. I'm pretty sure we were playing that game when I was in high school, something like that. Or, maybe late junior high school, early high school, something like that. I remember playing Auras with friendos and stuff like that. Pocopia looks really good, but the game keycard problem, yeah. I mean, even if there was funny stuff that can happen, I couldn't stomach supporting this shit. Yeah, I don't blame you. Aura's music remains some of the best in the franchise. I think the Zinnia battle theme is genuinely my favorite battle theme in mainline Pokemon history. It is so good. If I ever have a lot of time on my hands and eventually learn the violin because it's my favorite instrument, oh, how sick it would be to be able to play Zinnia's theme. It's such an intense, like, difficult to play theme. But oh, how cool that'd be. Anyway, let's go in.